Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So in this video we are going to be discussing some minor updates between Messi and FC Barcelona, and lastly we will be talking about the Neymar statement that he did make a couple of hours ago. And so we are first going to start with Lionel Messi. And so as expected, Messi did not attend to any training session yet. He does not want to take no PCR test. He does not want to meet Bartomeu nor train with the players. And right now Barcelona do stand firm that they only want to negotiate a contract extension with Lionel Messi if they do end up meeting. And according to Messi'S, despite the standoff, sources say that Barcelona's offer for Messi to extend his contract by an additional 2 years remains on the table. However, they are not optimistic since he wants to leave the club, with City being favorites to sign Lionel Messi. And so it is clear, right? I do really advise Jorge Messi and Bartomeu to settle this on Wednesday. They will be meeting on Wednesday. We don't know exactly what that discussion is going to be about, but I do assume that Messi's father is going to be pushing for Lionel Messi to leave for free in this summer. And hopefully this does not lead to going to court. And hopefully Bartomeu does give Messi what he wants, because right now what Messi does want is to win titles. He wants to win. He wants to continue being in the spotlight, and that is extremely understandable. I don't think that Messi does want money, and what I'm afraid is that I think that Bartomeu does think that Messi does want a higher wage. And it says here, sources would not reveal the exact terms of the deal, but did confirm that the salary would be similar to what Messi earns, which is close to 100 million gross annually. And again, I hope that Bartomeu does understand what's actually going on here, and I hope that he does understand what position he's in, because it is safe to say, you and me can agree that Messi does not care if Bartomeu does offer Lionel Messi 200 million, 300 million euros every year. Messi wants to win titles, and that is why he does want to go to Manchester City. Messi does not want to take part of this rebuilding phase. And so with that being said, this could only end in two ways on Wednesday. It's either the tension continues to rise between the family of Messi and Bartomeu, or they come to a conclusion that Messi will be leaving for free to Manchester City. And this is going to have a ripple effect, right? Because the longer it does take for Messi to move to City, and the longer it takes in general to find that conclusion of Messi either being in Barcelona or City, the longer it's going to take for Koeman to build his sporting project. Because originally we thought that Koeman was going to come into this club and build this team around Lionel Messi, but that hasn't been the case. If Messi does leave, Koeman is going to be wanting to re-strategize his plan and what his starting 11 is going to look like by next season. And so there will be a problem here. And now knowing that his decision is supposedly irreversible and that he's going to continue to stand firm, that he does want to go to City, this is just in according to Alfredo Martinez. In the Barcelona board, there are more and more members who believe that the club should bring their positions closer to the inevitable departure of Messi and try to convince Bartomeu to look for a friendly exit. By Wednesday or Thursday at the latest, there will be a meeting between Jorge Messi and Bartomeu. And I feel like our president right now does not want to be labeled as the president that let go of Lionel Messi at 33 years old. And this is going to become a very huge problem, right? Because there has been many reliable sources around the club saying that Bartomeu has not been transparent in the past months. And I'm going to be explaining what I do mean by this. And so again, this is coming from very reliable sources. Bartomeu did take a plane and fly to Holland to talk to Frankie. And even in the case of Antoine Griezmann, Bartomeu is always in the middle of everything. They have also stated that one of the biggest issues with this board has been the lack of transparency. Despite the socios being the owners of the club, nobody explains the reality of the situation to them. We do not know the real financial situation, the full level of debt. It is all about the deductions trying to work out what is going on. And so again, the reason why I did want to bring that statement in is because you can sense that there's not a form of collective within this Barcelona board. We have the board members stating this, Bartomeu saying another, and that is going to greatly translate into this situation here, where the board members do want to find that peaceful ending for Messi, but potentially Bartomeu could be thinking another situation. And that is why I do say that this is very important and why this could potentially lead to another problem. And so if you are not in a collective, right, with the board members and the president, how do you expect to lock this deal in and to maintain Messi in this club? And I would not be surprised if this could be one of the reasons why Messi wants to leave this club so badly, is because you could sense the lack of unity within this board. But whatever does happen on Wednesday, whatever does go down, whether it's good or bad, we will be talking about it here in this YouTube channel. Moving on to the next topic, and we're going to be talking about Neymar Jr. So it is official that Neymar is not interested in going to Barcelona in the next season. Now, I know that Barcelona were not intending on bringing Neymar Jr. in because they don't have the money to begin with. But coincidentally enough, ever since Messi did send that brutal fax to Barcelona, there has been so many news that has come out after relating to Neymar Jr. We have heard that Neymar supposedly called Lionel Messi to join him at PSG, and now we are hearing that Neymar has announced that he does want to continue at PSG. And it says here, Neymar has announced to the newspapers that he will be staying at PSG this summer. And he said this: "I will stay at PSG next season with the ambition of returning to the final of the Champions League, but this time to win it." And something really does tell me that Neymar is very well aware of the catastrophe that's going on in Barcelona, because in the past 2 or 3 years, I think that Neymar did see how Barcelona did get knocked out from the tournaments. He's seen the players' relationships with the board members, and most importantly, he is now seeing the exit of Lionel Messi from Barcelona. Could that be the reason why Neymar does want to stay at PSG? Because after the past 12 to 18 months, we have heard time and time again that Neymar wants to force his move to Barcelona, but it is such a coincidence to see that Neymar is announcing all of this ever since Messi did inform Barcelona that he does not want to come back. Keep in mind, we are still in that time frame where Neymar can still ask PSG that he does want to move back to FC Barcelona with no problem. But now seeing that Neymar is stating this within this time frame, it is clear that Neymar does not want to return to his former club, FC Barcelona. And it does get very confusing, right? Because one of the main reasons why Neymar did leave in the first place from Barcelona is because he wanted to be in that spotlight. He wanted to prove to the world that he can take a team to win a Champions League final. And to put it into simple terms, he wanted to be the star. And now seeing that Messi is going to be exiting, wouldn't it make sense for Neymar to go back to Barcelona now, knowing that Messi will not be in that squad anymore? Because this is his chance. This is his chance to finally go to a big club like Barcelona and be that star man that he has always wanted to be. And so it is something to really think about. I think that this is also telling us that this is more than just Messi leaving FC Barcelona. I think Neymar loves PSG. He loves the city. He wants to continue to win at that club, because to be honest, what Neymar did at PSG is something that Messi could not do with Barcelona since 2015. And Neymar is well aware of that. He's saying, you know what, I think that PSG individually is much better than FC Barcelona. I have a much better chance of winning the UCL in PSG than in FC Barcelona. And so that is really telling us a lot on where Barcelona is at the moment. But it is clear, Neymar will not be a Barcelona player in the next season. And so now I do want to move on to the last topic, and I do want to talk about the training session that did happen earlier today, because this was not just a training session, this was Koeman's first training session with the Barcelona players. Now keep in mind, Messi was not there as expected, nor was Rakitic, because he is on the verge to move to Sevilla within the coming days. Now the reason why I do want to bring this up is because if we look at the players who did participate in this training session, we can see that the players were Piqué, Suarez, Dembélé, Neto, Jordi Alba, Sergio Roberto, Vidal, Junior Firpo, Rafinha, Oriol Busquets, Mateus Fernandes, Wague, Araujo, Hakimi, Cuenca, Conrad de la Fuente, Mariba, Monchu, and Tenias, who again all participated in today's training session. And I want you guys to really notice something here, right? There is so many new faces that did train in this training session. And I do think that Koeman's idea right now, before the first match does take place, is that Koeman does want to analyze every player. We can even go to Martin Braithwaite. And it says here, according to Gabriel Sanz, Koeman wants to see Braithwaite in this coming first week of training and then make the decision on whether he should stay in the squad or be sold. At the moment, Koeman hasn't ruled him out yet. And so that is basically telling you so many things, is that Koeman does want to analyze every player, every performance that Barcelona is closely affiliated with. And as for Martin Braithwaite, right, I'm going to be very honest, I do appreciate what he has to offer to Barcelona. He does bring the pace, the speed, something that Barcelona greatly lacked in the last season. But now that we are here in this condition with these squad players, knowing that we have Trincao, Dembélé, and Ansu Fati, it's looking more and more likely that Martin Braithwaite's services is going to be less demanded. And with that being said, I think that this is a player that is a must go because of two reasons. Right now, Barcelona do have backups. They have players like Conrad de la Fuente and Alex Collado. The second reason is because Barcelona do need the funds. They do need money to try and achieve the operations they do want to complete in this summer. And so again, going back to that topic, Koeman does want to see many new faces in this upcoming season. And this is where I do want to hear your guys' opinions. What new players do you want to see feature in the squad list for next season? Because if we look at the list of players that did participate in today's training session, there is so many new faces, and the two players that really do stand out to me is Conrad de la Fuente and Moriba. If you guys don't know who these two players are, Conrad de la Fuente was the leader and played a huge role in the Barcelona B tournament that was going to lead them into the second division. And as for Moriba, he was destined to lead the Barcelona B team next season. But now seeing that Moriba could be participating in the first team, the sky is the limit for this player. So that'll be it for today's Barcelona Daily News. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.